Are we alive again? Because I had a really fun message a few minutes ago saying that I couldn't connect to the YouTube API. Imagine that those two connect into one smooth and seamless VOD. Because I know that in reality they don't. But I've done everything I can with it. Right, one sec. I need to take a moment to just make sure everything isn't broken. If you were previously here and you're now back, can you say what that looked like on your end? Because I've got no idea what went wrong. It didn't actually tell me, which is always fun. But we're up and running again now, I think. So, it stayed 0-0 as I was still trying to work out that the stream wasn't working, which went incredibly well. O'Brien. Oh, it's Lewis O'Brien, isn't it? Oh. You reckon I can finally make Bielsa's dream come true and sign Lewis O'Brien in this save? I'm gonna have to keep an extra fucking eye on my stream right now. Rutter, come on. Ah. Grove to Somerville. Somerville, have a dig. Have a dig. Off the bar. It's going to be one of those games, isn't it? What's up currently is my deep, unending confusion at the YouTube API that decided, actually, that last stream that we were doing is dead now. Not running anymore. So I've had to scramble, fix that. We now have £24.5 million, by the way, gifted to us by Parag Marathe. Gruev? Nonto? We're not going to win this, are we? What is this lineup? This is my absolutely terrified in... What month are we in? December lineup. The chuck everything at it and hope people stay fit lineup. If you'll notice that Somerville is already fucked and we are half an hour in. This is absolutely about preservation. Fernandez Macau. Not quite to the far post. Cresswell. Oh, that could have been nice. It wasn't, but it could have been. So I've had to ditch StreamYard for this stream. I might go back to it for the next one if it can work as a second trial. If it doesn't work, then problems. But if it does work, fantastic. Or let's not concede here. Let's stay ahead, please. We're not ahead in the first place. In that case, go for it. Fuck it. Our strikers are bad, and they need to feel bad. Ah! Why are we like this? Yeah, I don't think you were, Hello, Kamara. Just pass it to him. That's okay. Yeah, I don't think you were here for the recent stream. Well, you were here for the end of the recent stream. Please. I want Rodon back. You were here for the end of the recent stream where I nearly killed Joel Piroe. Because of a match where between he and Rutter, they got 4 XG, something like that. Didn't score, or only scored once, or something daft like that. It was not a good game. Rutter, come on. Please do your job. That's all I'm asking. It's a simple job. Kick ball, ball go in hole. Fernandez Macau near post. Coops, who doesn't manage to score. And it's half time and we're losing, but it's Middlesbrough. And I'm going to start rocking back and forth because I feel like I'm losing my note. They scored their first shot of the match. I do want a much better display in the second half. Do we wait till the 60th minute to do subs? Or do we say, actually, let's make them now? Because I don't know what the right call is on this one. We'll wait. We'll wait. We'll do them in a little bit. Because we've got some desperate fixing to do if the side keeps being a bit crap. In fact, what I'm going to do is cancel that. I'm going to demand more. Oh, also, okay, now you say now. Andrew, at some point, can you ping me a message? Because I have some news that I need to tell you and organise something with you with. I used the word with quite a lot there, didn't I? Which of these players is frustrating me more? Let's have a look at stats. No, that's the wrong stats. Detailed? No. We'll go back to condition. Gonna change it up. Gonna do this. Gonna get a little bit exciting. We're gonna change things. Jaden's gonna come on. Jaden's gonna cause problems. Yes, after. And anyone that was previously on the stream, sorry I can't bring your comments up on screen right now. The Streamlads had a hell of a hoo-ha, which ruined things. I don't know where our problems are. Maybe at the back. I'll swap out Cooper for Strauch, because Byram is the more tired of the centre backs, so I'm going to protect him. Suggesting Spence on for Somerville is a brave one. And this vertical tiki-taka is not working out for me right now, is it? Zapelli? Is he just going to shoot? He is. He's going to absolutely destroy us and just have a shot. Fantastic. I thought McNair was going to dribble it into his own net for a second there. Is it Paddy McNair? I don't know. Zapelli? Zapelli? Okay. Okay. Okay, we feel a little bit more safe now. Okay, we don't feel safe anymore. I don't like this pressure. This pressure is not fun. Smith puts it into the box for Rogers. Right. I'm tempted to take it to the 4-4-2. I'm going to do it. Byram for Ayling. Ritter is just not very good right now, is he? I'll try Oscar. And we'll see how that goes. 4-4, F into. And let's hope. Let's get attacking on our counter-attacking 4-4-2. Because if they're just going to keep holding the ball, then we can hit them on the counter. Anthony? Come on. Oh, Dan James. You've been our best player for the last, 3 matches, and you could have kept it up. Let's move the cursor out of the way because it looks a bit like the ball. This is bad. Thank you, Charlie. Chuck Cresser. Paddy McNair. Lines up the corner. I've got goal vibes. That's not fun. Well dealt with. Come on, Dan. And now we counter. Now we go. This is where we've got the counter-attack going. Jaden Anthony. Doesn't do anything. Just going to demand more quickly. And desperately hope that it turns into something. Anthony to the near post. Doesn't work out. Charlie Crosswell finds Anthony again. Byram. Shoot. Shoot. Oh. Bastard. We're running out of time, aren't we? Let's get to very attacking, shall we? And hope that we get a chance. We've got a corner. At the end of the match, Jadon Anthony shot to Gruev. Gruev launches it to the back post, but Dieng reacts in time. Full time. Lost to a Middlesbrough side that we were comfortably better than, I think. I don't know what that means going forwards. I don't know how we respond to that. I am disappointed because we should have won that. Nonto is for some reason furious. He should be furious at himself. And we have dropped below Hull with that loss. Still only 4 points off promotion. If we didn't make these stupid mistakes, we would be looking a lot more okay right now. But we do keep making the stupid mistakes, so it doesn't quite count. Unlucky in defeat is a weird way of saying that our finishing was not good enough. I think in the next match it might be a good time to try Dallas, because he's almost back to fitness. But Blackburn are 7th. Blackburn are a single point below us. And Norwich have just beaten Bristol City. Shit. Shakespeare reports on crew progress. And Byram. And Clausen. And Hjelders. Don't mind spending 4.7k to send him to a specialist. We need to work something out here. No deals for Bate. Why is no one wanting to take Bate on loan? He's been so good. Right, set piece coach advert. Convinced I hired one. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a work permit. Ignore that. We'll stop the advert. Oh, I got something in my eye. Ow. That hurt. For Hjelder, we'll be out for a while with a hip injury. Let's attend this meeting. Free kick training for Piroe. He's not going to like it, but that's his reasonable position in the squad at the moment. Schedule after meeting. For a moment, I thought that said Marco Reus, and I was like, why is he here? Why has he come to Leeds? Dallas is developing concerns because he's not got the playing time he wants. Bollocks. Yeah, fine. I mean, probably is going to be an important play for me anyway. I can't be bothered arguing with him. Rutter's been good. So, well in, Georgie. Third round draw. Tranmere get Peterborough. Blackpool, Reading. West Brom, Fulham. I might just draw all teams. No, I've advanced to my team. Cheltenham or Swindon? I will take that. That is not a problem in the slightest. Go to the end. I'm going to take that and run. Swindon, League 2. Cheltenham, League 1. They're both matches that we can win. Both matches that I can win and rest some key players. Talk with Poch about Maatsen. Not good enough. I'm very glad he didn't try and argue with me there. Loan stats. Who's been our best loanee? Hjelder, who's injured. Brilliant. Then JB, then Greenwood, who it turns out does have a £1.5 million optional buy clause, which is batshit that for some reason we gave borrow that clause. I do not understand it. Rumours about Cree to Nottingham Forest. We're not interested in selling him. I kind of want to keep him. He's very good at football. Rule of thumb, if a footballer is quite good, you just keep him. If they're quite good, stick around. Bait feels like more effort should be made to load him out. I have done everything I can, friendo. Somerville is expecting more playing time on the right wing with the winger role. I can try and do it. Right. The recruitment focus from Argentina is potentially where we're going to put some money, because Valentin Barco is very good. And he's wanted by some real football teams rather than just us. Oh, he's good everywhere. All down the left-hand side, which solves so many problems. And he's a child. Hello, Mr. Agent. We're very keen. Oh, shit. I wonder if I could get him on loan. He said he'd be interested. So if I cover his entire wages and say optional fee of because this needs to be a little bit higher than his value to persuade them. 9. And see what they say. If they're receptive, good. If they're not, it's fine. It's not the biggest problem. Biggest problem at the moment is getting some performance out of the team whilst still stumbling and falling. How much are you worth now, Elan? 19.5 to 22. Okay. That feels on the low side. But he is a goalkeeper. Pochedo is hired. We now have a set-piece coach. I'm going to trust him with all the set pieces. I think. I'm going to try to. I was going to slightly edit the stream. That's a more accurate stream title. I think Watch Me Fumble Promotion, I'm real sad. It feels accurate considering what's happening at the moment. Right, let us send you on an intensive language course. I love that I've got dislikes on the most recent video that I did. Despite the fact that I agree with absolutely everyone that Victor Orta is not in fact a genius. People were still annoyed at it. Leeds make an approach for Barco. You're damn right we're making an approach for Barco. New York chasing Coops. That is tempting. Francisco Calvete. Who was the kinda bad sports scientist? 13, 14, 15. Okay, was this guy 15? 16. Right, bye-bye, Tom. Plus Tom Robinson. It's a little bit EDL for my liking. Marcelo's fitness coach. Or who was it that I said he'd replace? I think I was saying Crespo. It needs to be a fitness coach. And Juan Sola is not that bad, so it's going to be Crespo, I think. Yeah, there we go. Robinson contract mutually terminated. So long. Everyone gets intensive language courses as well, just because I don't want anyone falling behind the curve, because they don't English very well. If I just straight offer them like 9 million. No, in fact, I'll do 8. Would you like £8 million for Valentin Barco? Outside of that, we still need to improve our squad. Which realistically is anyone with above a 3. star rating. So Harrison Reed would be a step up, but we don't hugely need a midfielder at the minute. Like, shout out to Parag for giving me obscene amounts of money, but I'd rather he tell me who to sign at the same time so I don't have to think. Fiorentina showing interest in Nonto. Problems. Okay. But then again, even more money for that Sara deal if I'm considering it. Cole Palmer's got a low rating. I'm going to play him in this next match, I think, because Palmer's, when he's played, has been okay. Pat Bamford is back. That's just pain. Barco's so good. I really wanted him. Under 18s have battered Stoke. Oh. Fitness test Dallas isn't quite there yet. Neither's Pat. And Cole Palmer isn't the fittest. What side is it suggesting I play? Sarr has almost exclusively disappointed. So he comes out. I do that. Jed comes in. Matson on the left is fine, I think. Palmer isn't fit yet. I'm going to rest Piroe. I don't think Piroe's got it in him right now. He can come off the bench if it comes to it, but I do not think that Piroe has been good enough recently to be worth starting. Outside of that, who's on the bench that is probably worth a spot in the squad? Gonna drop Klaassen out for Gruev. And I'm going to keep Bamford on the bench, I think. Look after him a bit. Dallas can play just everywhere. I cannot wait for him to be properly back. Yeah, that should do it. Strauch being wanted by Palace and Wolves isn't fun. He's going to be tough to keep a hold of. But if we're going to keep getting players wanting a move, then we are going to have to work out what to do with it. The teams are warming up. And in the meantime, YouTube is shouting at me to run an ad, so I will do that now. Stick around and we will get into the match immediately afterwards. If you've got an ad block or something, then you are also seeing this bit because I've just inserted the ads. So how are you doing? Do you support Leeds United FC? And also, you know the Leeds Service crew. If it's what I'm thinking of, I'm aware of the Leeds Service crew being the... what's the right term? The incredibly passionate and physically expressive fans is what I'm going to go with. If I'm remembering the right folks. But yeah, I am a Leeds fan myself. Although one that is sadly unable to attend as many matches as I want to. Given living in Blackpool. Right. The more tiki-taka bollocks that we do, the better, because we're making them run. We're making them think. I don't do thinky good, but I'm hoping that they don't either. They are hemming us in a little bit. Rodon. Nice little short one to Melier. Let's be a little bit smarter than this. Come on. Let's get it out of our own third. Not like that. Sigurdsson finds McKenna. Now Hyam. Good thing so far is they've not found a killer ball. Ilan. Ilan has saved my life there. Not literally, but metaphorically. My metaphorical life has been saved by Ilan Melier there. I would like us to be able to counter as well. Just like, no, not like that. You're down. Oh, I pooed myself. I might occasionally have to ping a message to Kayla, by the way, because it's quite a stressy work day. It's time to be a good husband. Your doubt is not dealt with. Just about misses. I know of it. Yeah. Honestly, I'd rather have a nice, positive vibe stream, to be honest, rather than looking at the bad shit that respective fan bases have done. That'd be appreciated. But if you want to get into stuff that happened when I was 5 or 6 years old, then you go ahead. Rutter, come on. Oh, come on. His finishing has not been good enough recently. And it's getting sad. He's missing so many good chances. Hedges isn't going to shoot. Moran is. It's a good stop. Is that Andrew Moran, the loanee? Yeah, I mean, I don't know who goes into a stream and asks, quite frankly, shit that is purely designed to either annoy someone, upset someone, or ruin the vibe of a stream. So I'm just going to try and keep things good vibes rather than being a bit of a tit. And hopefully the rest of chat comes with, including Pazuriel. Thank you for popping in with that one. Oh, you're fucking kidding. Such an unlucky goal. I don't know how to fix that. Let's go to the Gegenpress and hope that that works. If it does, brilliant. If it doesn't, problems. Rodon, Spence, Rodon. Let's be nice and careful, shall we? You know, every single time you post a completely meaningless message like that, sure, I mean, show me a football club that isn't full of twats. Yes, I've just timed you out. Because I can't be asked dealing with someone that is clearly not here in good faith. So, bye, Richard. Bye bye. I don't think you'll be missed. Yeah, I've got 5 minutes of not having to put up with that. So, who's the real winner? Defending hasn't been good enough. Midfield hasn't been good enough, and attack has surprisingly not been good enough. Let's maybe try and score some more goals, shall we? I've gone Gegenpressy as well, just to make sure that we're able to put a little bit more pressure on them. Cause some problems. Well dealt with by Palmer. Top 3 Leeds United favourite players. Oh, that's a good one. Are we talking all time or are we talking now? Because I think they're slightly different. In terms of favourites of... Because I'm a fairly recent returner to supporting the club because when I moved away for university, I sort of slipped out of football-y stuff because I was focusing on other things. Current and all time. From the current squad... Oh, let's not do that. I'm personally a goalkeeper anyway, so I'm a big fan of Melier. I quite enjoy what he does. In terms of attacking, I'm really enjoying Rutter. He'd probably be my favourite of the outfield players. trying to think of a third. Can I count Rafinha as current? Because I know it's not now, but like it's the current era, if you know what I mean. Like it's not ages ago. Right, we need to make changes. Somerville has been shit, so let's bring on James. Rutter has been, let's be kind to him, shit. So let's bring on Wilhelmsen, and Nonto is at risk of losing a bit of discipline, so let's bring on Piroe there. Complete structural change in the attack. Hopefully it makes a difference. All time, I would probably go... Why have you gone backwards? I'm going to wait till the end of this attack before answering, actually. All time, I'd say big Becchio fan. And Beckford, to be honest, because that was like the first era that I was following. Well, sort of the first era. My very first memory, actually, as a person, is being round at my granddad's house, watching Leeds United get relegated on final score. That was a fun one. I don't know, because I don't see that era hugely positively. I'll go Beckford, I'll go Becchio, and sod it, Meslier. Meslier makes my all-time because I'm a fan of a good goalkeeper. And he's someone that, like... Oh, Jed! And he's someone that, stylistically, when I'm playing myself, I sort of like to emulate his ability to pass the ball and be a bit spidery, because I'm not, like, the chunkiest of boys anyway. Right, let's pause. Never mind. Let's wait for the end of this highlight, then we'll pause for a second, and we'll think of what the hell we do to beat Blackburn. First up, Oscar makes a stunning challenge. Dan James doesn't cut it back. That needed to be a cutback. That's a problem. Palmer, come on. Oh. Bollocks. Bollocks, 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 bollocks. I don't know what else to do. There's a bit of me saying hold on for the draw, and a different bit of me saying get incredibly aggressive and hope that we can find a winner. I did say I'd play Dallas. I did do that. Where does he fit, though? Because Spence and Maatson have had decent games. But Dallas is apparently a bit better than Spence. Dallas over Spence. In terms of attackers, we have no attackers. At least that are not yet on the pitch. So do I keep one of my players safe from suspension? I'll bring on Gruev for Ampadu. And assume that he won't get a red card. And he will stay nice and he will stay safe. Let's confirm those subs. And desperately, desperately hope that we'll be fine. Let's encourage the entire team to go on then. Might as well. Because we've got a second goal in us. Probably. If we're at our best, we do. Piroe to James. James, just take on your man and then ping it into the box. He's made up for it! Piroe! Time and time and time again, Piroe has been fucking up so badly. But that goal is a big difference maker. Pizzuriel, I think right now our top goal scorer is Rutter for the season. I will have a look at the end of this match though, because I don't know if that Piroe goal... Sure, what a save. Because I don't know if that Piroe goal changes anything. Oh, I'm scared. Schmodix dealt with by Wilhelmsen, but is it... No, it's not. Sigurdsson, please don't score. Please don't score. Oh, dear. What that spooky part of the end of every single FM game where you just get under more and more and more pressure. Right, Dallas pings a long ball directly to their player. I understand if he's having a bad game, to be honest. He's not played football in months. Ranking Costello. If they score from this, then I am going to have a meltdown. I needed those 3 points. Really needed those 3 points. Dallas. Dallas, 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 Dallas. Absolute pain because I know that was technically Dallas's fault. I don't think I should have taken Jed Spence off. I think that was a mistake. But it's fine. It's fine. It's not completely broken yet. We're still in the playoffs. We're 9 points off Norwich, but it's fine. And now we've got Sunderland with a slightly tired squad, but it's fine. I think James might have to start the next match as well. £1 million for 5 more appearances. At least Gelhardt scoring again. That's positive. Montero didn't do too good. Greenwood did, but he still didn't manage to overcome Ipswich. And Steve Cooper's having a look at Crescencio Somerville, who could do a bit more. Can have a very, very quick look at top scorer. Yeah, Rutte, who is worth 27 to 39 million pounds. I always completely forget how to look at these stats. They're just baffling. Pascal Struijk hasn't scored in 1,306 minutes. Just be there at headers. That's your job. You stand under the cross and you just bonk your head on it. Easy, but no. Rodon, I'm gonna have to persuade into a move because he's been very good. It's just annoying, isn't it? In fact, right, I'll go Championship. Goals. Yeah, Rutte scored 9 in the Championship and a couple of cup goals on top of that, which isn't too bad. Iheanacho's on 16, which is just taking the piss. And is wanted by lots and lots of clubs, including, I'll be honest, me. I would not mind Iheanacho. I feel like I'm not going to be able to get Gabriel Sara either, with Norwich outperforming me at the moment. I'll declare interest though. The player does not want to join Leeds and will remain at his current club. I just want him. Why has he got to be so good? He's good and he's stuck in the Championship, which makes him affordable. What more could you want? Gonna have to check the loan and transfer list in a couple of minutes as well. James' form deserves Wales' call-up. You're damn right it does. Because Dan James has been very, very good recently. And is probably going to start a lot more football matches. 1 second. I have just been pinged a message from Kayla, who is still at work. And is having quite the time of it, from what I can tell. Shitters, right? Gareth Ainsworth's been sacked right after I was talking about Rushworth as well. Sunderland is not going to be the easiest game. And we really need a bit of form. Right, can I have a squad meeting and just like shout at them? We've been doing really well. We are 6th. Barely 6th. That feels unfair. Yo. Hello, 22 Network. I don't know if the chat box is working still, which is sort of irritating. Because StreamYard was really, really good to me recently, but then it decided to immediately break. Right. So, anyone that has good ideas in terms of football, if you missed it earlier on, we are getting through December. We're getting closer and closer to the transfer window, flying open. But we've got some big questions that we're going to need to answer, including... Just going to go through this big scouted list. Slight issues with the fact that we now have 25 million quid to spend, but I don't know who on. Valentin Barco didn't want to come, which is completely fair, because Valentin Barco is better than us. Jan-Paul van Heck wants to leave Brighton, and we could be a good exit for him. But we need to find someone that, A, is good enough to improve the first team, and B, wants to move. And that is a quite tricky combination to try and find. What's one that we need to do if we want to get promoted? Select all, I'll just acknowledge them and we will return to it. But if anyone has any fun transfer ideas, just shout them at me, because I quite desperately need someone to try and make a bit of a difference. Right, suggesting a drop or a tear, I don't mind that. Piroe scored in the last match, so I might try and make use of that momentum. Matson is a tired boy, so swaps out. Fernandez is unhappy with my team talk against Southampton. That was ages ago. Average player rating? I do not know. It is, if I had to guess, slightly above 7. I don't know precisely, but... Well, yeah, average rating does give... Well, oh yeah, shit, you're on about transfers. Sorry. That depends, though, because every different division will be a different level of difficulty for whoever is playing within it. So, for example, someone in League 2 with an 8 is not going to be as good as someone in the Premier League with a 7.5. So it's hard to account for. I'm just going to clear that because we're not doing our Welsh Wonder Kid madness anymore. Who is interested, at least a little bit, in making a transfer that is good? There's a few. Like we've got a bit of choice, but Benrahma for 25 million would be a hell of an outlay. Bakary Jatta isn't awful, but Aaron Hickey apparently wants a move. My player ratings, have we got any weak spots? Fullbacks are not the strongest. Right back isn't great, I have to admit. And probably needs a little bit of recruitment, to be honest. In fact, if I ask assistant to suggest for everything, and then I'm going to have a look at the squad planner. Depth, yeah. Our right backs next season are Cody Drameh and Rasmus Christensen. Left back isn't good either. And left centre back isn't the best. From this, I think fullbacks are the weakest spots, but I don't know. Because also in central midfield, we're not ideal. There's probably a few sales that we need to get done as well. We'll keep an eye out, I think. Throw out the window. Nonto, can you be an advance forward for me? Thank you. I'm going to stick with the side that it's given me for the most part, purely because there's a hell of a lot of rotation that I'd need to do otherwise. Tightening up the defence does need doing. But I don't know if that's a centre-back question or if that's a full-back question. Also, it's doing the thing again where it's telling me to run ads. I will run them now because I think that makes them a little bit shorter or skippable, something like that, rather than the auto-run ones. So it should save you a bit of time and it should get us done before the match. Inserted now. That should do it. I want to be impressed today. Go put on a show. I'm considering playing with a DM. Probably Ampadu. It might have to become effectively a 4-3-3. A bit more strength in midfield could help, yeah. We'll give it a go after this match. Because I think we've committed to this one now. Have we? Yeah, we don't have enough central midfielders on the pitch. Might be a second half job. We will find out. Fernandez Macau. Short to Coops. Wider to James. Back to Fernandez. Give it back to James. Or not. Or not. No, I've changed my mind. Piroe can't put it away. Was that a corner? Was that a save? Right, Fernandez finds Gray. Back to Fernandez. Put it in the box. Quick ball into the box. Cause them some problems. Because right now we are just faffing a little bit. Coops to Sarr. Sarr. Where's he going to go? Back in. I think in the final third we need to speed up a little bit. Somerville to Sarr, who's going to shoot. And he's going to miss. Oh, okay, that was blocked. I'll take it. I'll take it if it's a block. That means it's not necessarily my fault. Archie Gray. Short one to Nonto. And Gray's just run off. Joe Bellingham's taken the ball. Problems. Right, Fernandez, come on. Let's start making a bit of a difference. Let's work them. Gray finds Ampadu, who shoots. Why is Ampadu shooting from there? I mean, I don't hate it too much, but I'm also going to go attacking rather than positive and encourage the team. Because I think we have a goal in us if we are able to challenge them a little bit more. Joe Bellingham off the bar. Ampadu clear to Piroe. Let's go. Let's turn it around. Or just give it to Aqua. Then James. Square to Nonto, who shoots from there. That's not what we need, is it? Great. Nice short ball. Nonto to Cooper! Cooper! Like in the real world. First Cooper goal of the season. Very, very important. Crossed in, on his head. Surprised his knee didn't explode. But I'm not going to complain. A goal from anyone was what we needed, and Cooper is a little bit of a morale boost as well. James finds Fernandez. James has been so lively these past few matches, and he's forced that stop as well. Okay, that one actually did look like a save, but it wasn't. This game confuses me sometimes. Fernandez finds Nonto. Back into Gray. Back into Nonto. Have a shot. Not out there. It's a corner. Yeah, I think the DM might be a good shout. Just to get a little bit more structure in the match. Ipswich have gone ahead, I think. Cooper. I thought that was handball, but it's not been given, and now we've got Bar causing problems. Okay. Force them back in. Elise, what are you going to do? What's Aqua going to do? They're going to play it backwards to Sirkin. Right. Dan James again causing problems down this flank. Puts it into the mix of Piroe. It's not too much to ask for the occasional shot on target from Piroe, is it? Surely. Like, he scored in the last match, and that was very helpful. But he could have scored here. If anything, that was a simpler chance. Like, fairly open net, just needed to get a head on it. Dan James can win a header and put it on target. And Piroe can't? It's getting annoying. Right, let's play for some set pieces. Because we're quite good at those. Too unrealistic winning in an away kit. Look, I'm not winning at all recently. And then I told the team off in a team meeting saying that like we're at risk of bottling promotion. And the team were just like, no, we're not. It's fine. Like, we're sixth. We're barely holding on to the playoffs. Right, Somerville puts it inside for a penalty. No, Piroe missed the last one. I need him to score this. Right, okay. Piroe can be back on penalties. If there was another striker on the pitch, it wouldn't have been Piroe. But, managed to score. It's fine. It's fine. No need to worry. Do I sign Jack Clark? No, right, okay. Tightening up the defence. Right, Cree takes it not quite past his man, but he's making him run into the middle. Dan... Who headed that? It was one of James and Piroe. I'm going to assume Piroe, because if it was Dan James heading a ball, then I am shocked. Sarr to Nonto. Nonto, is he going to find Somerville? Ayling is, which has somehow slowed play down, but Somerville is presumably going to cross it to the far post onto Dan James's head. Why is Dan James getting so good? And we're still underperforming RXG. Right, Archie, near post. Does it work? Sort of. Have a shot. Making that 3 would have been very nice, but it wasn't to be. Fernandez now. Near post, presumably. Don't know why Nonto is under a corner. But I'm not going to complain. Is composure still a stat in the game I haven't played since 2009? I will double check. I think it is. Yeah, composure. In theory, Piroe's is 15. In practice, we've seen him miss a few. But he's doing okay. Scored 8, which is... It's not world-beating, but it's doing a job. Right, maybe let's press them a little bit more than this, lads. If we can get a third, I can be happy, but the fact that we've, like, consistently thrown away leads in the last minutes of games means I'm a little bit scared. Ampadu finds Coops. Where's he going to put it? I think outside to Fernandez works. Yep, that'll do. Gray. Okay. Well, we're just working on a little bit of space here, which I don't hate. Somerville. Oh, I thought he was squaring that, but the shot works. The shot makes the keeper work as well, and I think switching up to attack has definitely paid off for us so far. Who's getting there? It's Somerville. Apparently that was a slide tackle, but we'll take it. I love that the animations in this game are still janky, like genuinely. I find it quite fun. I think Somerville off in a minute makes sense because he's looking quite tired. Unless we concede this. Good stop from Melier. When we're done with what might be a string of 1,000 corners, then I think we swap out Somerville. Roberts to the near... Oh, that was dangerous. Wouldn't have come as aggressively as I did there. We've got choices. I think if we give Dallas, no, he's only 2-star there. We'll play Rutter out there. We'll see how he does. But we'll play him as that little dancy, dribbly trequartista, and see how that works. I'm experimenting with the roles, which I know is a quite scary thing to do here, but I'm also deeply considering Stuart Dallas at right back later in the half, just to get some more minutes into him. Also considering Rodon to deal with those corners. But we'll wait till 80 before the next changes, I think. Because Ayling is looking tired, James is looking tired, which is fair enough. They've played a lot of football recently. Sarr gives it to Piroe. Oh, it doesn't work out though. Pervader? Oh, I sold Pervader. I love when FM has those moments of, what? How are you there? Alright, Fernandez is dealing with Pervader, which is fine. Effectively, I bought Fernandez with the Pervader money, so it wasn't a huge problem. Strauch, I think, for... Ampadu's quite tired. Ampadu. With James off for Jadon Anthony. And that saves a sub just in case we have any injury issues or anything. I think we should be okay. Piroe's tired. Let's bring on Palmer. And I'll praise everyone because we're doing quite well. Do we have Shax and Spence? We do. Spence has been thoroughly disappointing. And Shax is not going to renew his contract, which is a problem. So I've been actively looking for a move for Shax, which means that making him a key part of the squad is not going to be a good idea for me, I don't think. Right, Fernandez, short to Nonto. The game's done after this highlight, so we should be okay. There we go. That's full time. Yeah, we've got Shax and Spence. They play a bit. I think Spence was rested for this one off the top of my head. You want a match against a player you previously sold. It's only Pervader. 6 points off the promotion spots, but they've got a game in hand, and as do Hull. We've put a little bit more of a gap to Sunderland, which is very nice. This top group is gradually pulling away. We've given £1 million to Hoffenheim. Fantastic. Somerville on form as Leeds got easy victory. I'm going to praise him, I think. You're good. I'm proud of you. Steve Cooper's looking at Somerville. He could not be. I mean, I'd rather he wasn't looking at Somerville. Yeah, taking a quick look at the selection info, I think. Yeah. Jed Spence is averaging a 7.06, so he's not setting the world on fire back there. Plus, he wasn't the fittest. He's only just coming back into full fitness and is still tired. And Shackleton has been decent. He's not played a huge amount, though, because I do not want to give him that many minutes if he's trying to force the move. Plus, considering he's only 2-star at right back, it's a bit. Gelhardt performance, got an assist and he lost 6-2. Which isn't good. Then we're gonna have to check out. I'm surprised that our good friend Richard Hottison hasn't posted something in the last few minutes after I had to ban him. Right, that's what I was doing. Checking the scouting for a defensive midfielder and a fullback that can play on both sides, because we are a little bit fucked in those positions, I think. So I'm gonna search both of these and see who's interested. Never mind, that only searches for one of each. And natural right back. Okay. Kyle Walker-Peters wants a move. It's very interesting. As does James Justin. Wait, hold on. Never mind. Why didn't I turn that on earlier? Who's slightly interested? Who sort of wants a move? Aaron Hickey. Sort of wants a move. Okay. Fine, not going to complain about that. He is £109 million, but he'd be a good loan. Oh, he's back. Hello, Richard. The next time you ask a I'm not going to say offensive because it isn't. Next time you ask a sort of deliberately hurtful question, by the way, I think it's just going to be longer than the 5-minute timeout. It's not worth dealing with. Will Leeds get back in the Premier League next season? I think so. Why not? I like being a bit of an optimist. Not particularly good centre-backs. 2 top prospects in the centre of midfield, and at least one of our goalkeepers looks like a great prospect. I'd quite like them now, please. Although I have to wait till March. Beat Sunderland 2-0. Hammered them on XG. Which, again, not good. We're underperforming that. But it's fine. Byron wants first team football, but isn't getting it. I told him he was fringe, though. And he should know that he's not going to get that many minutes. What's up, my guy? I don't want him going on loan. Cup starts. Oh, shit. You think you know best, but you don't. Right, hold on. What sort of role does Byron play in the squad? 1 second. Dynamics. Because if he is quite high in the hierarchy, that is problems. Sam Byram is... Why can't I see him? Highly influential. Bollocks. Highly influential. That's a problem. In that case, it might as well be permanent. You know what? I'll promise him the playing time, and if he doesn't get the playing time, it's not a problem because he's only got 6 months on his contract. Yeah. That is absolutely going to come back and bite me. But for now, yeah. Yeah. Go on then. Norwich and Southampton won. No. I severely doubt that they will win the Premier League, FA Cup and EFL Cup this season. Partially because we're not in 2 of them. FA Cup draws Leeds against Cheltenham, so Cheltenham beats Swindon. Cheltenham... Was it Swindon? I can't remember. But they won. It's fine. It's not a problem. Was it Hull that lost? Yeah. Okay. Honestly, Andrew, I have just sort of been ignoring his messages. You'll see a swathe of deleted ones above. Good reason. Match prep for Coventry. Not going to change anything because I just sort of trust the assistant manager to know his stuff. Because he will have watched Coventry in this world. More Coventry. Be also excited by inform Leeds. Can I? No, you're working for Uruguay. I was going to hire him for my 21s. Guess I can't do that. Forest show interest in Dallas. Are you going to have to be an extended contract? Feels like it. Wilhelmsen is able to fluently speak English now. And we've got a Jamie Shackleton injury. Fantastic. Sometimes when I can. But I live a long way away, so not as much as I want to. Lewis Bate impresses down there. He's got a bit more contract. Sell for Dallas. Is it? Because, I mean, why are we continually getting injured? Now of all times. Because I think Dallas is decent enough to be rotational. I know he made a mistake that led to us not winning a match, which is bad. I'm not going to pretend that it was good. But right, Roland and Strauch at the back. Dallas isn't fully fit yet. Byram is, though. In you go. Gruev, I am going to whack on the bench. Is there anything else there that I think is absolutely bonkers and does not make any sense? Somerville is still tired, so I'm going to play James on the right wing. Piroe's tired. Cresswell, Gray, a little bit tired. Reter is match fit. Sure, I'll do that. Yeah, I don't understand what you're doing, Richard. Like, it's Wednesday evening. Just do something more. I don't want to say productive because I'm not being productive, but be constructive, contribute, add to the world rather than just sort of asking inane questions that no one usually cares about. Because I don't understand. It's a match we should be winning. I need a strong defence. Take control of the midfield. And finish well. Reter, make your numbers bigger. Otherwise, I'm going to have a meltdown. I keep saying that. But I've delivered last time. And I'll deliver again if Coventry beat us. That'd be a problem. Anthony finds Palmer to Jorginho. That's not bad. Dan James is doing his thing. Back to Byram, who finds Kamara. That would have been a nice goal to score. I would have been very, very happy with that one. Anthony, back post. We're not finishing it, though. Damn, I've just learned it's another day without the wedding photo previews. Pain. It's a good question. What is he doing in a Leeds stream? But then again, it's just sort of a general Football Manager stream. Like, channel people voted for Leeds as the save. Scales. O'Hare. Elan, good stop. Yeah, that's fair. It's not only for Leeds fans, but in the exact same way that if someone was trying to rile up Man City fans, I'd probably also give them a timeout. If you're actively riling people up and not actually contributing anything. It's a tough sell to keep you around if you are actively trying to annoy people and drive them away. Byram, far post. Anthony isn't under it. James is, though. Can we maybe win some headers, please? Please? It's been a very active first half, though, considering we're only 14 minutes in. Quite box to box. Had some chances. It is asking me to do ads, but I will skip them for now. I'll pop them on at half time. because I need to within a set period, but I like to control it so it makes a little bit more sense for the stream. Daniel James to Joe Rodon. Back to Daniel James, who is a very naughty, sneaky boy. Kamara to Anthony. Finish. Can we score? I'm desperately asking us to score a goal. I'm not asking that much. Cole Palmer puts it into the near post. Oh, I didn't notice us get ahead to that. See, this is where I somewhat prefer the 2D view. You still get to see everything, but you're not confused by the perspective. Let me know what you think. Is this a better view or is this a worse view? Just say better or worse in the chat if you've got a specific opinion on this one. But I think it's better for showing the space and what's happening tactically rather than just like looking at the pitch. Right, Kamara, Matson, find Anthony. Come on, Anthony made the run. Never mind. Stroke finds Kamara. Now we find Anthony when it's not useful anymore. Ian Matson, far post again. Dan James again. We keep getting our really short wingers under the ball, and it keeps not working. Right, far worse. Cool. In that case, I shall pop it back to the other one. Director. There we go. Or do we do a bit of the data analyst? No, that's too small. Unless we zoom in more on data analyst. I feel like data analyst is also going to be worse, but shout at me if it is. Because at least you can see stuff like these two making the run. It was very nice. I'm expecting to see an even worse in the chat now, to be honest. Byram to James. James, is he going to square the ball? He is to Palmer! Can we score, please? I just want a goal. I'll go back to the other one. We'll go to TV. Pascal! Very nice. That's exactly what we needed. 1-0 lead over Coventry. Okay, let's use this. Let's keep the momentum going. Coventry, not one of the best teams in the league. You can tell because they're doing this. Awful, awful football. Jaden, come on, let's get a second. Near post, strokes under it again. 2-0. Okay. I need to keep TV now. No, it's fine because we've just scored in director. Just noticed you are... Is that on? It is on. You're right, Peacock. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm on, I think maybe till 6 or past. I don't quite know. Because there's a nice little spot because me and my now wife both work from home. So occasionally there's nice little spots where her work is busy in a way that allows me to stream. O'Hare, is he going to shoot? He is, and he's going to score. And he's going to make things difficult. We need a third. Quite badly. And I need to let Sarr go back to Newcastle. Not Newcastle. Spurs. If I could send him to Newcastle, that would solve a different problem. Far post. Oh, good stop. But we need to take a little bit more control. Come on, Stroke. Make it a hat-trick of corner headers. He was under it. What? Ian? You've been shit all season. Why have you just decided to do that? I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, I'm happy with the number of shots on target so far. Sure. It's a monster. Oh, hello. I'm having a stream health warning. I can fix it. It's fine. Don't need to fix it right now, but Sims, is he going to cause a problem? Is Scales going to cause a problem? No. Okay, we're fine. Breathe. Breathe. Don't let them win the emotional battle. Matson now. Back post. Doesn't work out, so Sars picked it up instead. James. Dan James keeps being my best threat. I don't understand how he's doing it. Dan James has decided he's a good footballer. Out of nowhere. Matson, back post. Doesn't work out. Your midfielders don't track at all. Yeah. Yeah. Which is weird, because Sars should, because he's a ball-winning midfielder. I'm considering putting in a defensive midfielder, like, properly. Either after the transfer window or, like, I might just do it towards the end of this match to see if it works. But I do have them on attack. Wilson! Okay, that hasn't popped up, that's good. I love when I just get random teams notifications. That's wonderful. Anthony to the back post. James. Not quite. Right, I got to work out what to do with that front line while we're making changes. Anthony's slightly injured, but not too bad. McFadzean. Not doing anything. Gotta go. Okay, that's fair enough. Anyone else that is still about, by the way, if you could drop a like on the stream, that is hugely helpful for when it turns into a VOD. We had a slight issue with the stream earlier on in that it's very safe, in that I lost connection with the YouTube API, which was a big problem. So I've had to do a second one, which means that the SEO stuff for this stream, good effort, is significantly worse. So any discoverability would be absolutely huge if you guys can give me a hand on that. Strauch, oh, come on. Strauch hat-trick, all from corners, would be a dream. I've just seen the likes go up. Thank you, guys. Jaden, short ball to Matson. Back to Jaden. Is he going to box it? He is. To Rodon. Doesn't clean up. Okay, I think it's subs time. And I think it is experimenting with a defensive midfielder time. So I'm going to take Sar off. I might take Kamara off as well, actually. Pop Ampadu in there. But as a... Oh, anchor or halfback? They're sort of the same. I'll go anchor. Palmer can drop in. He's not the worst central midfielder, so I'll play him as a Metzala. And I will also bring on Archibald as a deep-lying playmaker on defend, just so he also drops in a little bit. Ruter isn't having the best of matches either, so he's going to be my third substitution for Joel Piroe. I think that works. That's a set of substitutions that sort of makes sense, right? I don't hate it. It might work out. Yeah. Oh, wait, shit. Anthony's still injured. But he should be able to play through it. Okay, it's basically a choice. I'm going to praise the boys, I think. Palmer looks like he's given everything he can and wants to come off, so I think the next sub is going to be Anthony and Palmer off. Dallas and Somerville on. I think that makes sense. Sims, through ball. Oh. I don't know what the problem is there. I think the line's too high, maybe. But it's not good. No, Dan James is more tired than Jaden Anthony, so I'm going to put Somerville on for James. And don't make me regret this. Box to box Stuart Dallas, which means he should be better at dropping in. Are they just going to keep coming at us? They are. Piroe, have a dig. No, never mind. I think we should have had a shot rather than just holding the ball, but I'm not going to complain too much if it works out. Dallas. Switches to Piroe. Can't finish. Gray. What's he going to do? Nothing. Okay. But we've won the ball. We can hold it. Byram to Rodon. Is it going back to Byram? Yes, it is. And we can just keep it in this nice little triangle of Rodon, Dallas, Byram. Even just the straight line of Rodon, Byram. With a long ball to Somerville. Inside to Dallas, who? Sure. What did that do? That was like 7 deflections or something. Right, Matson. Strauk, you're still there, right? He's not under the ball, though. Don't know what happened there. Their right back is having a stinker of a match. But their left back is doing really well. So I'm feeling I'm doing something wrong here. Archie. To Jaden. Let's have a goal. Come on. If we can make it 4-2, I can be comfy again. But the fact that they keep just applying that little bit more pressure to us. Ampadu gives it to Gray. Now Matson. Do I have any more changes to make? I do not. Okay. Just checking because I've noticed that Rodon and Strauk are some tired boys at this point. Gray gives it to Ampadu. Stuart Dallas. Sam Byram. Over the top to Somerville. Finish that. Alright, Archie, put it in the middle. Right onto Joel's head. No. That's fine. We're back where we... No, that's fine as well. Yep. No, that's less fine. Right, keep composed. Last minute or so. Or we can do that. That's also cool. This is getting spooky. Kelly gives it to Sakamoto. Gordon's behind. Oh, hits the post. I'm going to have a heart attack if this team keeps threatening to concede last-minute goals, keeps underperforming its XG, and keeps giving them chances. Full time. Leicester got beat 5-0 by Birmingham. I'll take that. Well done on winning, but we're going to have to talk about the second half. We are, because it wasn't good. Glenn Kamara's looking stressed. Tough shit. Play better. Where are Birmingham? 13th, and they've just hammered Leicester 6-1. Siriki Dembele, who got a hat-trick against Leicester, is probably not worth signing. It's worth looking, though. So many players that we could probably look at getting. But that's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to check the player detailed. Gonna look at the player ratings. Indeed, he's the best in the league, followed by Sarah. I mean, Sarah I've been looking at, but doesn't want to come. Kenny McLean's been good as well, but how much would Ndidi cost me? He's a ball-winning midfielder as well. Sort of what we're looking for. Absolutely dominant in the tackle, winning 3 out of 4. Iheanacho has been off the chain as well. I don't know who Marcus Harness is, but he's been good. Decisions. Managerless Coventry beaten by Leeds. Oh, I didn't know they'd lost their manager. If I did, I wouldn't have had Strauk beat them senseless like that. Ipswich next. Hopefully a victory. That's the dream, at least. If we beat Ipswich, then we're looking okay. That puts us on 48, I'm on 43. and at the very least gives us a little bit of a gap to the teams lower down in the playoffs. Norwich and Southampton are just trying to walk away right now, which is bad for me. Something that we're going to have to deal with. Next season's minimum guaranteed transfer budget is 10 million. So it's not awful. Fernandez Macau is open to staying at Elland Road. What do you mean you've had a change of heart? You've always wanted to be here, didn't you? I hope you did. What? Okay. He's got a little bit of developing to do. I will admit, I'm looking for someone to maybe replace him already. Llorente is an emergency backup. He's still apparently wanted by Roma, though. Can't I just, like, make that move happen? Christensen was sent off in the defeat to Rennes. Jesus. How dare he? And the fortnightly staff meeting. Archie Gray could do with a little bit more training. Melier wants a contract. We sort of have to give him one, don't we? What? Sorry, what? He seems intent on running down his contract. How do we stop him doing that? Oh, your training's so good. Why has that knocked his morale into the floor? I don't know. I want to keep him by promoting. Yeah, that's fair. He's not going on the transfer list. That's not happened. Since when is Rotera a squad player? 11 goals. If you want to consider all competitions, 15 goals. No, he's not a squad player. Admittedly, I don't quite know the best place for him at the moment. I might try that inside forward on the right. But it's not his spot in the squad, is it? Rotera. Please, let's do a little bit more positive development, shall we? Of the increasing opinion that Lewis Bate has the potential to become a key player for this club. Ooh. Well, I need him to go out on loan in order to develop to become a key player for this club, but no one wants him. Dan James has been playing well of late. That's because he's quite good. And Araujo is not an improvement on any of my analysts, so I'll just ignore it. I don't think you're an improvement on any of the physios. No, you're not. So that's okay. Contract for Daniel James. Not Daniel James. Ilan Melier. What is he at the moment? I assumed he was already an important player. Ooh, that's why you wanted to have this conversation, is it? You wanted you... A cheeky little clause. Release clause. And a top division promotion wage rise. Which I'm going to try and get rid of. And just push him to 45k. You can keep that, because if someone comes with 73 million quid, he's replaceable. Unless I can do that. Yep, fuck it. If someone comes with £80 million for Ilan Melier, I'm not going to say no, am I? I'm pleased with your recent form, Dan James, because you are one of my most creative wingers. Perfectly suited for the side. Papi Matasar has been summoned to AFCON. I sort of want to terminate the loan, though. Because he's not been good for us. But fine, we'll get match reports. Various things on ongoing focuses that I'm just going to sort of skip. Haha, your name is Seaman. John Duranville would be a very good move. Only on a permanent, though. You see, not many of these are immediately players that I would get into my first 11. Which is what I need at the minute. It's not depth that is where we're missing. It's the quality. Not too bad. Pulled his pectoral for a day. And Wilhelmsen is nearly back. And Bamford is back. He's in good physical condition. And might have to play. Because I feel like his lack of minutes could be causing a problem. Oh, why are you so good? Okay, 58 million quid makes sense, but Jesus. 18-year-old and he's that good. Not what I expected to see. Yeah, if anyone has any ideas for players to buy, shout them at me, because I'm curious. Sign Buonanotte as a priority on the transfer list? Made 13 appearances for Brighton last season. Can play across the line. Why is he moving? Wants to leave to improve chance of getting into the national setup. I feel like we need to make a move for Buonanotte. Am I insane there? He's very good. It's not cheap. But if I win the championship, I'll sign him for 15 million. If he plays 5 games. That's a fair offer. You've got to consider we will make money in January. Somerville is desperate to leave, which is a pain. But if we end up having to buy Buonanotte permanently, we will. Because he is, I think, good enough to make a massive difference. We're third in the under-18s league, with pissing Man City walking it. Bonkers. Right. Who are their better players? Do I have any reports into them? No. Future playing time, injuries, stats, attributes. No, I've not got any scout reports into these children, which is irritating. They're going to sign Archie Gray. I can absolutely feel that. Fabian Ryder for 12.25 million is in a position that we don't need. Zakarian for 6.25 is not a bad deal. I'm not going to go for it, but more and more clubs are chucking people on the transfer list. Monaco outline intentions for Cock. I'm going to offer him out for 6 million because we're not going to get 7.6 to 8.4. That doesn't happen. Nonto set for move to Marseille for 16. Buonanotte offer accepted. Get in. And someone from the club has just gotten back to me. Very nice. Right. I will have to deal with that very, very shortly. Melier work permit decision is coming up. I'm trying to hide that I'm ridiculously excited right now. Salernitana has a couple of good young fullbacks. I asked a friend. I will give them a look. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've just gotten an email from a media boy at a big football club, which is very nice. I've got some little bits planned, ideally working with them. Don't know who we're meaning, that's the only issue. Players, senior squad, general info. I'll sort by transfer value. That tends to be a good way of finding who's good and who isn't. Danilyuk is quite good, but I don't play with inverted fullbacks, so that's more of a problem than it is a benefit. Bradaric, maybe? Ooh, Bradaric does look quite good. But does he get in over Fernandez Macau? I think he struggles. There's a conversation to be had around him. Does he play on the same wing as Fernandez Macau? Yeah, he's a left back. So I don't know if that works. We'll think on it. Gelhardt updates 6.5. Still not good. Leighton Orient want Amari Miller on loan till the end of the season. Make him important and then you can have him. Yep, sure. Blackpool want Vergelder for a little bit more. Again, make him important and you can have him. Swindon want to extend Chris Moore. Make him important, you can have him. That's just rule of thumb. If you play him, you can have him. All good. I'm not going to complain about that. Also plays at centre back. That does help. But it depends on where we're looking for cash, I think. Recruitment feedback meeting. Let's have a look. Transfers in. I forgot we did Jesse Lingard on a trial. That was a fun time. Other than that, not too much. Firpo and Pavetta out. Skip to recommendations. Who should we be signing? Ouattara is a recommendation. You see, that's the thing. If I was going to go for a left back, I'd go for the likes of Ouattara, who also has significant potential, rather than just being someone who's 24, 25, already at the top of their game. Sergio Gomez is a lot more expensive, so that's probably not, I think. Who else is in that sort of affordable range, isn't on loan somewhere? Who the hell is Lautaro Blanco? What a name. Iago wants to go on a free transfer. It's not bad. Complete wingback as well. We'll find out. Ouattara I'm going to ask his agent about. What's his personality like? Balanced. Not a leader in the slightest, but that's fine. He's 19. Reasonable bravery, not super aggressive. I'll add him as a target. No, I won't. No, I forgot what that does. Put that on hold. Let's not do that. Let's declare interest for transfer. And then maybe make an inquiry later. I still need to finish this meeting. Kuro is part of the Across Europe recommendations. Very nice attacking midfielder, but I don't need an attacking midfielder because I've got Buonanotte on the way. On loan. Shit. I forgot about that. So now we're probably going to need to release 2 loans. Juan Larios a reasonable left back. I'll end the meeting. We will work something out. Melia gets a new deal. That is fantastic. And we play at Twitch. It's bitch. You're not allowed to say Ipswich properly anymore. It's just the rules. Right. Gonna do this. And we're gonna see if it works. If it doesn't work, fine. I don't mind, like, potentially dropping a few points to properly experiment with the side. Gray is still unhappy at me. Shame. But you're gonna have to play. Because I think you are quite good as a supporting advanced playmaker. With Ampadu, do push pineapple, shake a tree as halfback. A little bit more aggression. And I will chuck Sarr in there as the box to... No, in fact, I'll play him as a Carriero because I've not put him there yet, and that's apparently where he plays well. Meanwhile, I promised myself that I would try Ritter as an inside forward on the right, and that's what we're going to do. Slight change from the normal side, but it'll be fine. There's a bit of confusion and concern in the squad, but there always is. I think this will be the last one of the stream, by the way, because I've got a few bits to do soon. We need to show everyone that the recent praise is, in fact, justified. Skip that. Willie, up top. Oh, I was going to swap you for Piroe. It's fine. Stroke. Let's be smart with what we're doing. Let's use the wide areas. That's why I made Sal the Carriero and Ritter the inside forward. It worked. Goal! Oh, I needed to stretch. It's a good excuse. 12 or 13, something like that. But Ritter is... If this is the position that I should have been playing him in all season, I'm going to be really mad at myself. Especially since I've just signed Buonanotte, who plays in that position. Right, Ritter. Again, causing problems. You say good call. I wish it was a good call. It was a, the game says play him here. Let's give it a go. And it worked out. Oh, my hands are cold, so I'm going to whack some gloves on, I think. Because it's November. You're not allowed the heat in yet. Them's the rules. Maatsen to Ritter. Back to Maatsen. Ball in. Doesn't cause them enough problems. Slight problems, not enough. Now, we just need to take a little bit more control of this match because we can't skate by on a very nice Ritter finish. Right, Willie, come on. Gives it to Ritter. We can skate by on 2. We can skate by on 2? That'll do. Georgie boy. You filthy forward. 2 goals in 5 minutes for Ritter. Incredible. Somerville has taken a knock and wants to come off. Great. That's Dan James on the pitch. 10 minutes in. No. Oh, good stop. Okay. Melia with that new contract buff. It's just by default, it works. It's fine. Cameron Humphreys, where's he going to put the ball? Near post doesn't work, doesn't get past Stroke. We're too used to that near post ball. Gloves, cold. Daniel Jam's hat-trick incoming. Yeah, blackcurrant, strawberry, and raspberry. Those are the 3 jams. Hello, Goals Edits. How are you doing? But yeah, I'm going to have to rush off after this one because I have just gotten an email that I very, very urgently need to reply to. I'm doing the same thing, playing that. Good. It's a good game. I wouldn't sign too many loanees because that's what I've done, and now I need to get rid of a couple of them in January. Archie, come on. We also desperately need promotion because otherwise Archie Gray is going to move away, and it will take a hell of a contract offer to persuade Archie to stick around. Dan James sneaks through. That's the first. That's the first of the potential hat trick. Very, very, very good call from Pizuriel as well, with the recommendation of a defensive midfielder. Because Ampadu is, his rating isn't showing it, but he's doing good work in there. He's slowing them down. 3-0, half an hour in. Good progress. We've got to keep it up. It says work the ball into the box, but I don't think we need to. We're just going to score anyway at this rate. We do need, however, a few more chances. That would be nice. This'll do. Matson short to James, who found stroke. Gray to Nonto. Good little bit of football until Nonto's poor touch. Wolfenden. I don't think they're going to make mistakes at the back, though. That's the issue. Twanzebe might. He's on the older side. What a goal by the pace merchant. We say pace merchant, but he's genuinely been one of my best performers so far this season. He was like rotational earlier on with Somerville, Anthony and Palmer being the main wingers. But in the time since, Dan James has come alive. He's been so good. Anthony might be one of the people that I ditch in the window if I can, because he's not as flexible as Palmer. He's not been as good as Dan James. Right, dressing room it is. We need to show everyone their recent praise. Praise is justified. Putting a real show out there. Nonto IRL needs to go. Yeah, it's a tough one, I think. Nonto is a good player. I just think he's taken a big confidence knock. The whole agent thing, because I think it wasn't him that was pushing for the move. I feel like that was hugely an agent going, you want to leave, don't you? You want to play in Serie A, which would also shockingly earn the agent a bunch of money. And then that got the fans on his back, and he's just not been able to turn it around from there. Which, I mean, if he can turn it around, if he can put together some nice performances, get the crowd on his side, fantastic. But, oh, good stop. But if that doesn't happen, then problems. Cameron Humphreys. Probably near post, given the fact that no one's in the far side of the box, but Strout deals with it. Of course Strout deals with it. He's so good. He is no Sinisteri. You're damn right. He would not eat baby pandas. Is that a Melier save? That's obscene. He's gained 0.5 rating because of that one. That's such a good stop. Humphreys, Harness, Melier, another stop. I'm so glad I gave him that contract before this match. For once, we're being beaten on XG. James, shoot. Oh, the prophecy. The prophecy was coming. No bookings for us yet. No real injury worries either. So I can hear the cat scraping at the office door. Back post, that could have been danger, but it isn't. Hutchinson isn't pressed enough by Nonto, though. I love Pascal. Pascal's great. I mentioned him in my video earlier. And the fact that we got him for free from Ajax because they didn't think he was good enough is batshit to me. Because he's firmly one of the best defenders in the Championship. On that note, I'm going to take Rodon off, I think, just to look after him. Make sure he's physically doing good. And then, for the rest, we shall see. Oh, we've only got one potential change afterwards. What do I think of Aronson wanting to come back? I understand it, because he's seen that you could angle for a move, come back, and then maybe be okay in the Nonto stuff. Like, he's seen that you can, in theory, come back and not be completely hated. But at the same time, I think if you're such a fundamental part of the club going down in the first place, because he wasn't good enough, and that has to be admitted. And if he played such a big part in that by underperforming all year, it's going to be really hard to rebuild those bridges, especially when he was one of the first that forced a move. And when he was here, didn't look like he gave a shit. I wouldn't want him back. He's one where he will. What I think happens is that entire batch of players that don't get bought permanently come back to Thorpe Arch next year, and Daniel Farke either says, you are 100% dedicated, or you piss off, you're training on your own, and I'll see you never. I think that's what needs to happen. On the Rodon thing, I do agree with that. I think having Rodon permanently would be an absolute coup for us. I've seen some rumours from an in the know that Rodon is someone that we're potentially looking at in January, but the potential fee would be something like £25 million, which, if we don't go up, is terrifying money, because that's like that's double, I think, your TV revenue in the Championship for a year, maybe triple. So that would either need to be a massive number of instalments, or the club being 100% certain that we can go up this year. I think signing Rodon permanently in January depends on how good our December is, and signing him in summer depends on if we're up or not, basically. It's one where we need to get it right. Please don't get sent off, Dallas. Please. I'm enjoying having a clean sheet. Oh, with that. That was bottom clenchingly tight. A few minutes to go. Worth it, though. He would be worth it. Until you fall into the FFP hole. Because he's not a signing that we can afford in the Championship, just straight up. And that's not the investors don't have the money, because they clearly do, because they want to add to the stadium and all that stuff. It's a they're not allowed to issue, which is pain. Because it'd be really very nice if we could sign him in January, but I think we need to be in a more certain place, to be honest. Beat Ipswich, 5 points clear of the bottom of the promotion places. 9 points behind Norwich still. And I think halfway through the season is a good point to leave that. My phone keeps vibrating because I'm getting messages from work. Would you do the series on FC24? It's a tricky one, because I'm quite good at it, but it's a game that is, like, I think fairly hard to have positive interactions with the chat for, because a lot of people would clown on you all the time. It's not something I'm super down for, to be honest. And I know that there's a hell of a lot of good chatters as well, with Pika Quites, Goal Edits, Orange Raider, Black Badge, Pizurial as well, being brilliant chatters. Lovely to have you around. But the worry is a lot of people will come in, basically just clown on me for the duration, and the entire thing will get a lot less pleasant, if that all makes sense. It's about balance, I guess. Plus the fact that it doesn't run properly on my PC. There's some very, very weird underlying issue that the game has in the BIOS, which is big problems for me, that would require a lot of solving that I can't do. We will accept one anote. Thank you for the stream. Hope to catch you again soon. You will catch me. I might stream tomorrow, maybe, depending on what's going on. Maybe Friday. There'll definitely be stuff coming soon. I'm considering doing a watch along for Plymouth. Not 100% sure yet, though. I would have to plan that out more. Leeds face Preston in the Championship. Harrison's creative masterclass. If they want to buy him, they can buy him. Yeah, I'm going to go at the start of the next match, I think, rather than just bailing now. But we're nearly there. They can't meet the transfer fee. It's a loan. What do you mean you can't meet the transfer fee? The extension of Chillico Mullins' loan to Wickham can be completed. That's fine by me. For Hjaldar's extension is confirmed. He's still broken, but it's not a problem. Is he? Yeah, he's between 4 weeks and 2 months. Which is never good because it hurts his bravery. I will get up to date and then get ready for the next episode. Nathan Patterson is very expensive, 121 million. Skybet Championship Boxing Day preview. Oh yeah, shit, Merry Christmas for the last day in game, I suppose. Gray is still unhappy, unless we get promoted, which is the dream. But yeah, I've got something exciting coming soon, which I'm hoping I can get done soon. I'm willing to be as ominous as possible about all this. But we are there. Save game. And yeah, I think I'll end the stream there. So thank you for coming along. It's always massively appreciated. I love having as many of you here as possible. It's very fun. Yeah, basically. Tune in next time. Massively appreciated. If you've not yet, please like the stream because it just helps it to get pushed after the end of the stream and it helps people see the VOD, which is always great. You might have missed part 1 of this stream because it's split into 2 because I had a weird issue with the YouTube API. Dealt with now, in theory, but yeah. Like, subscribe, become a channel member if you like. That's always massively appreciated, although I know it's a big ask. It's up to you. And I will see you next time.